He also does music production for a living. So if you ever need any production work done by him, hit him up. But no, we were just talking about the idea behind using like US or something like that as like an addition to a band name, and like how it kind of helps and everything like that. But yeah, no, dude, I had a friend's band who they had to get their name changed because this band who had way less likes than they did.
Yeah, it doesn't matter about likes.
Oh yeah, no, they were like, no, you better change it, or we're suing
you're like,
you.
You're getting that fucking cease and desist, buddy.
Yeah, that's it, yeah, and it's such a shitty thing bands will do. That's why with Xerophthalmia we got kind of lucky. There's actually a band that is also called Xerophthalmia, but it's spelt wrong. And so because it's spelt wrong, and on everything else that it's ever released is spelt wrong, we use the correct spelling. And because we use the correct spelling, we're in the clear.
Hell yeah, that's lit.
It's literally by like one letter.
How do I share this around on the Facebooks, you know?
So if you're on Facebook, if you actually go to my page, the DRD Guts 818 page.
I'm
live
right Dr. now. Guts. Is Dr. D Guts?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, cool. Oh, there you are.
Yep. Let's see.
Hold on. Let me give that motherfucker a like. Oh, yep. Right there. Okay. And I'm going to share it.
All right. Hell yeah. I'm also sharing it.
That's this is lit. This looks slick.
Yeah.
Damn, this is legit nice. Fucking killing it.
Yeah, dude. The secret is use Adobe. If you use
Facts.
Adobe Sparks to make like easy and likable layouts, it's a wonder.
I love that. I love this.
Left hand path. Cool, and then I think I'll share it to Slam. Have you been sharing it on Slam a lot?
No, dude, here's the thing. Zero promotion at all. Like, I woke up one day and Sterling's like, hey, we put it out. And I'm like, cool. Don't care. Like, that's fucking lit. Thank you. Thank God. Because like, our writing sessions even started to suffer a little bit because we were like, oh man, we just need to release. We just like need to fucking release it. And then we had a little band meeting and we're like, oh yeah, sick. Okay, cool. Everyone knows what they're going to do. And then like, I would like right before I left New York, finish the mix. Jaden put together like kind of like the logistics with Sterling, and Sterling just banged everything out like visually, and he was like, "Okay, here it is." And then we were gonna have someone release like a kind of like a little video thing, because you need to release video content with like literally anything you do. It doesn't have to be a video, but it just has to be something that you can see on a video platform. And like we were gonna have someone do it, and he was like, you know, I actually just downloaded this. I'm going to just figure it out. And then like sends us a video next day. I'm like, yep, that's it. That's perfect. Fuck it. Let's rock.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah. What's up, David?
Yeah. David fucking rules.
I'm so glad David's in a band again. I know he missed out being in Aberrant, which I don't blame him. Being like out of a band that like, which obviously there's no hard feelings on any of that, which is Gucci. Right. I feel like there's so much drama in other places that I've seen on Facebook.
There is, man. And I'm just like,
Michigan. Whoo. Michigan's a shitstorm, but
damn, I bet.
But we probably shouldn't talk about that.
That's all right.
Yeah,
that's all right.
No, but I went ahead and shared this with Slam Worldwide also. So
that's sick. That's awesome.
It'll be.
Yeah, we want to put our stuff on Slam Worldwide, but like we were just like, let's just drop it. We're not like a legit band yet, or like because we have nothing, so like there's no hype. We just drop it, and then the next shit, it's all calculated.
Well, yeah, and you guys actually, if I remember checking last, you already have over 1,000 views, which is really good for like
which is
organic.
Sick for not giving a shit. Like, like I shared it to the homies, like just like all over the like that I've met from like producing and all this stuff, and everyone's just been like, yeah, this is sick, and I'm like, dude, that's awesome. I really really appreciate that. Because this band's been a huge thing because a couple of things. One, like Jaden, we put the band together in I think 2013 when I was recording not Guilty Dog, but Kubla Khan's Balancing Survival and Happiness. Mm-hmm. They were at my house pre-proing it, and I took apart my whole entire bedroom when I was living with Jaden. We just built a small little studio, and this is like 2013 or whatever, and we recorded this song that was like, I will walk the left hand path. It was just like a little just deathcore thing, like, and like it's weird like being a producer and not like having any music out, because it's hard to be like, well, what do you produce? And you're like, everything. Like, and then they're like, show me, and you're like, kind of hard. You gotta work. So I find, and it's been 10 years since I've been in a band, and then on top of that, like it's just been fucking just like crazy, because this is the first thing in 10 years in heavy music that I feel like confident putting out. And I'm always like writing and just like diddling, but this one I was like, oh yeah, this is cool.
Yeah, I've always thought Jaden had like very Storm Strope type like vocals, and so the instrumental that you guys put out for Left Hand Path, like I thought fit absolutely perfectly. Well, hello there.
Oh yeah, absolutely right. And then but yeah, dude, like Jaden goes so fucking hard. I've been like teaching not teaching, but like kind of coaching, showing him some like how to like slay it in the studio, and then he just took the fuck off with it. When he was like 16 or whatever, and showed up to my house when I was recording like Save the Admiral or something like that with like Brandon Swope. Jaden would always like, I would like in between sessions be like, Jaden, hop on the mic, let's just fucking scream over this. And I'd be like, oh dude, that's so brolic. And then like over time, and then I saw he got into Skysha, and I was like, yo, that's fucking sick, because I was living in New York at the time, and hell yeah. And I would come back and visit, and like, we'd like play around and always just like joke record. And then I moved back, and then we went over Sterling's house, because I was like, he was like, yo, Sterling wants to write. And I'm like, I'm down. And we showed up, and with like zero intention for like how the songs would be. Because like when I'm making beats and shit and like producing, like we know there's like, if anyone out there is like really big into hip hop and likes making beats, the worst thing I feel like you could ever do for your session or whatever is like pull up a thing and make like check out a reference track. You just need to let it flow. Like if it doesn't come with you in like 5 minutes, change the riff. Like that riff's dead, song's over, move on next. Like until it just flows naturally. And like we put together Bed of Nails in like an hour 20, like maybe an hour to like 3 hours. Had vocals on it during the 4th hour. And I had to like go pick up my mom or some shit, because I just like moved back and didn't have a car, and we're sharing a car. I was like, all right, guys, cool, sick. I gotta run back there, come back. Sterling's like, peep this shit. And I was like, oh no, this is sick.
That's kind of how I am with like any of my vocal work that I've done, is just like, so I'll record a demo, and actually for the new Zero Ophthalmia single, I actually just finished it.
Sick.
Yeah, but I'm very like, I had a demo of some of the tracks before. But then what'll keep happening is I find a new technique that I like messing with.
Yeah.
Like studio. Well, I say studio in my home studio.
Dog, studio's anywhere you want it to be. Like, man.
But and I'd be like, oh, shit. Now I gotta redo it all, because I can make it better. And it's just a constant thing of like, if I don't just immediately finalize it, it's not.
Just get it out. It'll never get done. Yeah, dude. It'll never get done. You just have to finish it. So like that's been kind of like the thing, is like every time we meet up to write with Left Hand, like with like Sterling and Jaden, it would just be like, all right, cool, we're leaving with a song today. Like doesn't matter if it's good or not. Like we're just getting the exercise of just finishing the fucking song. Just finish it. You know what I mean? Like it's okay. Like my first 500 songs I wrote, they're shit. They're not good. But like it took me having to write 500 songs and all that shit to be able to just get out like. Just like slam riffs, like or like not slam riffs, just fun riffs that you're like, yeah, this is cool, and like song structure and stuff like that, and just like being like, just don't hesitate, just do it.
Oh yeah,
and then just get feedback from the homies.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Especially the ones that are like that. Yeah, try to impress your friends. Like,
yeah, I mean, in everything that you do, the only way to get better is keep doing it. I mean, if you look at like my covers, if you look at the bands I've been in the past, like, some people might think, oh wow, this sounds good, but like you always know that it's not going to sound the greatest, and then the next thing you do ends up sounding 10 times better. I mean, that's definitely how it's been for me. And so like, I guess as a thing for me is, just keep going at it,
one of the really funny things is like we would go over like Swope's house, or just chilling late at night, probably getting up to no good with like Jaden and stuff like that. And like we'd all, be drinking a little bit, be out with like Payson and Swope, and I'd be like, yo, peep this, and Payson would be like, it's not that heavy. So every time I showed him, then like finally when we had like near the final, he was like, fuck, dude. And I was like, there we go. Like shut the fuck up. Like yeah. So but like Yeah, exactly. And it's like, so like always like, like try to just like impress your friends and shit like that. Like,
Oh yeah.
because like I hold all their musical opinions like the highest fucking standard and shit like that. And so yeah, like I don't know, bunch of cool shit like that.
Oh
But
no, yeah, for sure.
I don't know, I'm just rambling.
No, dude, it's all part of the process. Like,
Yeah.
it's so important, whether that's on the production side, whether that's on the demoing side, mixing,
Yeah, exactly.
mastering. It's all part of a process.
Just get it done. You will get better.
Oh yeah, no, for sure, for sure. So like,
Yeah.
what are your guys' plans right now? Because it seems like the popular thing, and I don't know if Xerothalmia is gonna follow in this, but I know Moon Presence and some of the other projects I'm doing are kind of following this, and I've watched other people do this. Singles versus an album or an EP.
Probably. So the idea is that we're probably gonna write like 100, 150 songs, some shit like that, right? Because just over like whatever, because we're always writing. You know what I mean? Like Sterling's always writing. I'm always just like coming up with some riffs and shit like that. So it's very easy for us to put a song together. But just like come up with an assload of songs and then figure out the 12 that we want and then do an album, but also just release a single every month with video content. Like the popular thing, but also like at the end of the year, we just put the album all out together. And it was like, this is actually the order. Have fun. And maybe like the order tells a path or something. Haha, left hand. But like, there's just, like, I think the coolest thing about this band is we don't really, I don't know. We don't care. We just play it by ear. I'm just like, and I'm like very, very, very controlling and hands-on, like when I'm producing and stuff like that. But this one, I've just been like, Jaden, what do you think's the right move? And he's like, I think we should do that. And I was like, cool. Thank you. Like, I don't want to make the decision. And like, yeah, I've been in the industry for like almost 12 years now. And, I'll just sit back and be like, well, I don't like, if I think something's really stupid, I'll be like, no, like absolutely not. But like, I have total faith in my bandmates and they always come up with fire ass ideas. Like they're way better than me. And that's sick. Cause then I'm always learning.
Yeah,
and like growing and shit like that.
It's so hard to find a good band with like good synergy. I got really
it's really hard, and that's why this one. That's why it took Jaden and I fucking 8 years to like or some shit like that to really make this one work. So
no, for sure. Like, and yeah, I could definitely see you guys going down the singles route, especially because it is super popular right now and it is super successful. I mean, Spirit Box.
Can you shut the door?
Good example. Like, they've released. Oh God, I don't know how many singles at this point, like 7, and each one of them just gets mass organic exposure and.
Oh, I mean, because that band's sick though too. You know what I mean? Like, like you gotta like the thing that people gotta forget is that like still, no matter how good your marketing is, like you still gotta have good music.
Oh yeah, for sure. If you make trash music, you're gonna get trash.
You're not gonna get anywhere. Yeah, exactly. Or you're gonna get like fake responses or some shit. But Spirit Box is super good, and I think all the bands do need to be doing that single thing. But like record an album, but just break it up, and like which means don't put it out any fucking filler tracks because you don't want to make a video for a filler track. You're gonna feel real stupid. Like
for sure.
But I mean, because like there's those. I mean, like just know your audience, right? Like if you put out brutal slamming death metal, don't be putting out singles every year. Your fans buy albums, they buy vinyl and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like if you put out fucking MySpace wannabe deathcore like I do, like singles all the way, baby. Splits and singles, like you know what I mean? Like and stuff like that. But I think another cool thing about about our project too is that it's actually a collective, and the kind of a cool thing that we have put together with it is that like if Jaden works on a project, we don't have to like all sign off on it. We're like, nope, throw the fucking name on it, cool, done. And then like so that being said, like we have techno songs. I've been producing some beats under Left Hand Path, like
hell yeah.
So it's like a multi-genre thing that I can just slap my fucking name on with the band and stuff like that, and then also get all my friends that I want to write music with involved. Like Daniel Colombo or whatever, the dude who produces Orthodox, and he has this. It's called, I forget. It's like General Grenade or something like that. It's just like some stupid, really, really heavy deathcore that he's been sitting on for like 8 years. And then he was like, yo, you know what would kill this? And I was like, yep. And I sent him Jaden, and he was like, oh, it's sick. And then I was like, bet. So now it's like Left Hand Path X, whatever he wants to call it. You know what I mean?
Is that what that movie song was that you were having live one time that Jaden was recording? Or is that just something?
Oh no, that was just some dumb. I think no, he just covered Suicide Silence for the fun of it and some other dumb shit. Like we just do dumb shit. Like I'll just be like, hey, Jaden, test this. I'm trying to figure out if I can like stream live vocals. Okay, cool. So like, yeah. But yeah, it like I can't say it enough and all this stuff. How like stoked I am to be with all these dudes that are like so fucking good and like you can just trust. If someone has like trust issues and stuff like that, oh, it's great. You're just like, cool, sick. Yeah. I don't have to do shit. Yeah, because they all have like fire ideas.
I love jumping genres so much. Like
fun.
Especially like trap beats lately. Like Haskin is a good example of like that shit. Fucking shit.
I'll have to check that out.
It's dope.
But yeah, so like, you know, like we want to, you know, there's a club in Tulsa called St. Vitus that my buddy Darku runs, and I fucking love Darku. But like it's like legit only like techno, like not like metal mixed with techno. Like we have like we're like collabing on a song soon, and it's straight up like Berlin techno. And it may be just having Jaden just screaming in the background, and it's all like modulated and stuff, but like it's a techno song. So like
we want
exactly stuff like that. So like we want to be able to push genres or just write music with our friends, because like, you know, there's so much fucked up shit going on in the world right now. It's just like we could all use a little something to have fun with.
Yeah, I mean it's hard, you know, finding things to go ahead and do. I think that's for me why I've been like trying to do this. I've been doing a lot of projects actually, and I can't announce it yet, but it'll be announced soon that I'm going to be.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm going to be with another live band, but they've actually been around here for a while.
Oh, sick! Yeah. I'm going to try to figure it out. We'll talk about this one later, but like, OKC deathcore or like OKC death metal.
Deathcore. It's not death metal.
Metal. Oh yeah, sick! I'm excited.
It's definitely within the metal realm, but
okay, cool. I'm excited.
I know it's not deathcore, but
I wonder who the fuck it is. But yeah,
you'll probably.
That's sick.
But anywho, but yeah, no, I just trying to find an outlet of something to do during this whole ordeal.
Absolutely,
I think that's also, you know, taking this moment to try and get better at my mixing, how I record, what my methods of doing it are. Figuring out, okay, what other services maybe can I offer? You know, can I can I just do something with my time? Yeah.
I think it was funny. It was like day 3 into quarantine. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna organize the sample library. Like, and then like I was messaging my engineers because I run a studio out in Brooklyn and stuff like that. I was like, yo, it's fucking over for everyone. I've organized the sample library. I forgot I had so many good hits, like,
oh my God.
Like one shots and stuff like that I've gotten over the years. I'm like, yo, it's gonna be sick.
Honestly, man, you could probably do some like YouTube content.
Yeah, I keep on needing to do YouTube content, but then I get like busy working, and I'm like, oh. But I know there's dudes that are way busier than me out there that are like have a bunch of YouTube content. Mm-hmm. I'm also just super like, what is it? It's right brained. Is that the artistic one, or it's left-handed, right brained. Yeah. Left hand, right brain. Yeah, and like, oh man, I really hate that, like setting up that and like doing the networking. I just want and like. I don't know what to post on YouTube. Is like, sick. This is how you make your drums sound cool. I guess
this
like,
is how it sounds like a snare.
Pop. Okay, cool. Pop. But like, no. I mean, because I love explaining mixing and all this stuff. But like the way I kind of, because I do lessons and stuff. It's it's all super. No, I can because you can't hear it. Like you won't hear like me, and that's okay.
That's true. Yeah.
Like that could be a good thing or a bad thing. Probably a good thing. But like But it's just like I can teach you the philosophy of like why I'm making the choices that I'm making, and like that's the stuff that doesn't ever get talked about in YouTube videos. They're just like, oh, I'm going to show you this. I'm like, but why did I go for this instead of that? Like, what lesson did I have to learn to not go to that one? You know what I mean? Like
that's kind of what that whole Joey Sturgis class was. Like at the very beginning of it, and like for a few sections, it was kind of like the mindset of like, having that band in the studio, like a good one that I took note of was like, if you're recording somebody,
Mm-hmm.
like vocally, one of the things you don't want to do is, in a sense, set them a schedule, but like for their vocals, they need to know what schedule for them works best. Whether that's I need to eat a honeycomb and then do vocals at 9
Yeah,
at night. I need to, yeah, like that. You
yeah,
can't
stuff like
adhere by
that.
that and
That
not
like,
try to control it because then
yeah,
it might sound like shit.
yeah, exactly. No, I always just like I'm like, all right, bro, what do you feel like the most comfortable as, or like what? Okay, you like to do that? Shits, we'll go to your house and record, so you can just like lay in your weird bed and I can angle that mic, whatever makes you sound the best. I don't care.
Oh
Like
yeah,
I'm in it for the vibe. So like I'm all about the vibe he takes. Like,
yeah,
which sometimes means like maybe the monitors in the control room are cranked all the way up, and I'm just like, just fucking scream. I don't care. I can edit it out. I don't care. Like, so I'm really big into that, like tracking in the control room with an SM7 with like the monitors on, and just being like, just pretend you're live and just go the fuck off.
Ooh, that.
Yeah, it's just like I love stuff like that, and also like I do a whole bunch of weird recording shit just to get the vibe right and all that stuff, which is like everyone, that's like something that you kind of want to figure out on your own, like what does it. For instance, like when I'm tracking guitars or whatever, I like they'll be playing and I'll literally be muting like you can just rest your hand there, right, and just mute the strings that they're not playing. But I take it one step further and I like mute every string that they're like. So when they're changing patterns, like I'm playing reverse guitar under them, muting like strings. So if there's like a string skipping pattern, my fingers just like bup, 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 while I'm holding it, just like moving the string to make it super clear and all this stuff. Just like little crackhead things that I figured out through the years that like,
Nah, man.
So,
hey, if it works. Oh, looks like
yeah.
you got somebody who wants to record with you.
Oh, who? Let's go.
Isaiah Estep.
Oh shit!
Yeah, from
hit me up.
Muramasa and I think it's Daedra.
Dude, hit the DMs. I would love to chat. That would be super awesome.
Hit him up, boy.
Yeah, let's do it. But yeah, so fuck, I don't know. What should we talk about on this? Or do you have like if you have like a schedule or something like that? I don't know how this works.
Oh no, I mean I'm not doing anything else until like 10. But I mean,
oh, that's sick.
No, dude,
Chill, yeah.
it's whatever you want to talk about, whether it's production, tips on production, path, what came, or what's future plans, what started it all. I mean, obviously, we've kind of covered some of that.
Yeah, we covered some
like,
of that.
More specifics that you want to, like, speak on.
So we have 2 more songs that we're going to be dropping super soon, and those are going to be with video content, and like they're going to be like the whole like actual like welcome to the band. This is like kind of who we are for like the kind of deathcore stuff. The other stuff will just kind of those come out as collabs or whatever. Probably not like have us in the videos,
if anything.
Yeah, stuff like that. But like but like this one is gonna be like this is what you're gonna see when we play live and shit like that. Like
so fuck, what is his name? Kevin. Oh God, Riss. I think it's the guy who did
Kevin Reed. Yeah. Yeah, no, I dude, I've recorded Kevin a bunch of times too, and Kevin fucking rules. Yeah, he killed it. There's definitely him. There's Justice, who's fucking amazing. He does all the outline and color stuff, and I mean, the kid's got. I mean, they both have like they're both incredible. And then my boy Andre from good old Pay at the Pump, back in the day. Yeah, he's turned out super fucking good. Like he used to work under my best, not under, but he used to work with my best friend Garrett. Who is like just this fucking multimedia wizard. Like he's so good. And but yeah, so like we're excited to do a video. We'll hopefully not make it kind of like not I don't like we'll make it I think fun to watch, I guess. I don't know how to do it because like the whole thing is like we don't want to like I'm a little disconnected because I'm not watching tons of metal music videos and shit like that. I just know what I think looks cool. Yeah, so like I'm just like I don't know. Like
yeah, that's kind of how I've been lately. Is genre hopped all over the place.
Yeah,
and I think that's why I experiment so much. Like I recently did like a thing with like a free trap beat that I found.
Hell yeah!
And I just put harsh vocals over it. But
I love that. That's fucking sick,
dude. It's
fun. There's also like some things where like I I guess for like the live band, I'm pretty sure when it all comes back, we're gonna do our first show in Tulsa, and we're gonna make it a fucking.
Oh yeah,
like,
you should definitely have us because
come through. That sounds fucking lit. Because and also your drummer's fucking dope.
Yeah, dude,
it's sick.
It's still crazy to me that like it's probably crazy to Craig too because he originally was the vocalist and he still is the vocalist of Understanding Eris.
Yeah. And shout out to Zane. He fucking killed that mix.
Oh yeah, super good mix.
Yeah, he did awesome on that.
Yeah, dude, when he drummed, like, I think Bryce was just like complimenting him and everything.
Yeah, dude, Bryce is fucking sick. I got to record Bryce once, and dude, Bryce, I love you. You fucking rule. Like,
Bryce is just the evolved form of Craig. I mean,
dude, I love that. I could see it. He kind of looks a little bit like Bryce.
It's just. So
I would
cool.
make this joke, and like, the good old homie Matt Durkis. I always make this joke that I'm like, Bryce is just Matt Durkis on weed. Like, for like a couple of reasons. I don't know. It's both been talked about. They both have huge dicks. So like,
yeah, no, for sure.
So like, shout outs to both y'all. I love you. You guys are great. Bryce is fucking sick, and Matt Durkis has become like the sickest sound guy ever. So like, that's sick. But yeah, like, shit, I don't know. The future with like kind of things, and I don't know. I think.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think a good thing maybe we can kind of discuss is how do you think? Oh, by the way, a Rhiney, Casey Ryburn said.
Casey Ryburn, shout out to Hospice, shout out to Caliber. If it wasn't for Hospice, I literally wouldn't be doing this shit right now. You guys fucking rule.
Hell yeah, boy.
That band goes dumb hard.
Because Caliber is the other project that came out of the whole Sky.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Sky Split, yeah.
Which, I remember that single. It was a demo single, if I remember right. I think.
Yeah.
I reacted to it. I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Yeah, they've got some sick riffs, and like fucking love John, fucking love Casey. All the boys are fucking dope. Ira's the homie through and through, and I mean, like, I was like 16 partying with those kids, and I was like, oh man, these kids think I'm fucking cool because I like to record some shit, and like. Hospice was like the cool band. Like, everyone got the fuck down on with Hospice. So like they would play at Pink Eye, and it would be like, that's like a 300 cap venue tops, and there'd be people out the door, and they were just so fucking good. I remember the sickest show is that they played due to Doom Rockets like misbooking or something like that. I don't remember, but They were supposed to play that Devil Wears Prada Whitechapel show, and they did, but like then the agent was like, no locals, and then so they threw like a before show, and Hospice like headlined that, and then the show started. But like, dude, that shit was sick. It was Whitechapel just released This Is Exile.
What year was that? Because I might have was it at the Diamond?
No. That was it was at the other side in Tulsa.
That's right. Okay, I was about to say, because I actually saw them
at the Diamond.
Yeah, I did.
Whitechapel or
there was the Whitechapel with Devil Wears Prada when they were playing together.
Yeah, exactly.
I never had heard Whitechapel before, and I still didn't really process who they were. And I was just like, this tiny man can make big noises.
Right, dude. We were really, really blessed because, like, dude, we got to see all the fucking deathcore greats at like the Pink Eye. Like, oh my god, As Blood Runs Black, that shit was fucking sick. My Children, My Bride, For the Fallen Dreams, band like Discreet, Job for a Cowboy, all that shit was so fucking sick. Saw the Faceless twice there, like Arsis. Oh my god, dude! Like, the Pink Eye shows are fucking violent, but got to see it was like Whitechapel and Impending Doom and a Mirror. It was so fucking, dude. Oh, like Rose, and I also remember like Rose Funeral played there a couple of times, and some like just I got to see all the fucking like I was like, damn, I love all these bands, and I still do, and all this shit. But yeah, man, like the Hospice shows at the Pink Eye were like the craziest shit, though, dude. The violence.
Does that venue still exist, or is it?
No, it was it got closed down, and then they bulldozed over it. But it was over in Tulsa. It was like at 11th and Utica where that Quick Trip is.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has sketchy ass stories walking from that Quick Trip back to the Pink Eye.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really weird actually, like how I even got involved in the music scene because nobody knew who I was for a long ass time. I went to shows,
Right.
but I was just kind of there. I existed.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think the Glasgow Smile is probably when people actually started hearing about me. Granted, we only came out with one single, but I wrote like 6 songs worth of lyrics, had them memorized, performed it. I performed one show with them, and then technically it would have been 2, but I thought that I was going to be in the next Doom game, like in the metal choir, because the email was very misleading. I found out, and then like before I thought, because I emailed them again, I was like, oh man, so what's the plan, right? So I'm going to Texas, and they're like, oh yeah, no, what made you think you got it? And I was like, your email, it literally. So I missed my show with Demon Seed, and I was like, well, all right. And then stuff happened, and that, like, just, it didn't work out, but...
it probably worked out for the better, because now you're doing this shit, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
which is
probably
funny.
be doing that, though, too, you know?
Yeah, I will say, it was kind of neat, though, that our first and my only show with them was so fucking stupid stacked. It was The Faceless, Rings of Saturn, Last 10 Seconds of Life, Interloper, and Veil of Nath.
Okay.
It was a stacked set. It was so much fun, though. Yeah, getting to Lucas wasn't there, of course, because, you know.
No, right.
Yeah. But no, like getting to see Rings live was cool. That's actually where I met John from Last 10 Seconds of Life. Super sweet.
Oh, yeah, that's sick. Shout out to Last 10 Seconds, Steven Sanchez, the fucking homie. Sick drummer. I'm glad he's playing for him now because that band now has crazy amount of blast beats, and it's all because of Steve. He's just like, we could put it there. Like,
nah, blast beats make the world go round, dude.
Damn right they do. Yeah. My Tinder profile was literally it was just like swipe right if you like blast beats. That's it. That was it. Like,
I'm very easy to please.
Yeah.
Nah, it's funny though. Xerophthalmia was actually just a studio project that me and Adam were just like,
sick.
Let's do it. And then the whole thing with Glasgow happened, and it just was just like, hey, Dark Drinker is kind of not really doing anything right now. Let's just add on the members of Dark Drinker and find ourselves a drummer. And then we found Craig, and he wanted to be a drummer for the band. And I was like,
that's fucking sick.
Yeah. And then the shows that, man, when I tell you, and if any bands are listening who are like trying to get their start on stuff, like network, please.
Oh yeah,
for the love of God, network. I know it's very nerve wracking, but if you network, it does so much for you. Our second show was with Whitechapel.
Like, there you go.
89.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Just fucking chat, talk to people, all that stuff. Like talk.
That's really all it takes. I say
that,
dude. Like, but yeah, it definitely is nerve wracking. But it's so worth it. Oh my god.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that hard.
Like, and I'm actually really excited. You know, there's been a lot of cool bands coming out lately. Obviously, you know, you guys. There was. It's not worst. Is it Worst Friends? We played with them.
There's
Violent Victim. Oh yeah, it is Worst Friends, which they dropped a EP
out in Oklahoma recently. Or
these
from Oklahoma
here.
Bands. Oh, word. Mm-hmm. I was just be like, bands that I'm mad stoked on right now. There's this band called Vendetta from New York that I've been writing with, and like we're probably gonna do a split with them. But they're just like they used to be that band kind of like Shallow Views, if you remember them ever.
Yeah.
And then like they like Christian, who's done like every guest vocal for every person like ever, and everyone's just like, why the fuck are you not in a band? So we finally got in one, and it's popping. And so, but yeah, like that band fucking rules. And then also, you remember that band Rooks that beats ass? They were dude. If you don't know about Rooks, like take a day, and this is for anyone that thinks they're doing anything cool in deathcore right now. You're not. Go back and listen to early 2010s MySpace Chicago. The core thing, like the yellow sign, Rooks, early Monsters, like Oceano and all them. But like, fuck, dude, Rooks beats ass. That band goes so hard, and Eli's in this new band called Chaosphere, and they fucking rule. And like, I'm super excited about them, and I'm very not excited about heavy music now, like these days. So it's like,
Yeah, I'm very hit or miss on deathcore nowadays. I say as I do deathcore a little bit, like
Yeah, same.
even on my own end, I'm super like critical of it. Like if I like a band, I find out later that like they become like huge. Brand of Sacrifice, great example. I heard the Interstice before they even got signed or anything. I was like, this band is definitely gonna skyrocket,
yeah.
and sure enough, it did. It's already like one of the top deathcore bands of like this newer era.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah, but no, like it's really funny to me because I think not the peak, but I think one of the biggest highlights of like, for example, metalcore to me was probably 06 to 09.
Oh yeah,
especially Christcore, ironically.
Dude, I love Christcore, man. Like,
Same,
what do you, dude? Like,
Prada is all the
with
shit.
blood
All I listen to.
It's so heavy still. With blood cleansing goes so fucking hard.
Man, I saw For Today live, and that shit was sick.
Oh yeah.
And then I found out Maddie's kind of a piece.
Yo, Agape. The music video is shot at the Pink Eye, that Tulsa venue.
Is it really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's sick. I totally forgot about it. I was like, oh yeah, it's in there.
Yeah.
So that's lit. And then but yeah, dude, like, oh man, like everyone needs to take a second, go back to like 2010, like even or before that, like 2007, 2010, MySpace deathcore, like from Chicago, fire. Everything's sick.
I need to go back and like relook at some of the bands.
There was that sick band called like Thy Devour or He the Deceiver and all those bands or something like that, dude. They all fucking ruled. And then oh man, I was speaking of old like MySpace. It was funny. Do you remember that band from Oklahoma City called Parasomnia? Or they used to be Abraxas. They were like crazy tech grind.
Sounds very
like
very familiar.
Adam. I think he works like, I don't know if he still works at Guitar Center, but he's a tattoo artist and stuff like that. Sick blast beat drummer. But so when we were recording their EP a long time ago, like almost 10 years ago or some shit like that, we were just like on MySpace, just looking up cool bands, and we found Crystal Lake when they were like this weird MySpace. Dude, they were like this weird I Killed the Prom Queen worship, which is like one of my favorite bands ever. And so like just watching how fucking big that band's gone and changed and everything. And like my boy, who's like kind of like my mentor, but you know, he's definitely my mentor because like he was the only person, you know, like you have that one friend in recording that will answer your annoying ass questions.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Jeff. Thank you.
Yeah. Dude, Crystal Lake is so... There's like... They can't really do any wrong. Like...
Yeah.
Oh my god. They finally...
They're so good. They're so good.
They finally had a live video come out that was good quality to where I could finally just like listen to his vocal work.
And he's great. Dude, yeah.
I missed the chance to see them when they came with Fit for a King, and I was so upset.
Right? So I think Jeff actually just finished both those bands' new albums too. And that dude fucking, like, he's so good. Like, everything that he does. So if you're in a bigger band and you don't know who the fuck to go to, and you're probably tired of working with some people and stuff like that, just go to Jeff, dude. Jeff fucking rules. Like, you won't be upset at all. Like, he's so fucking good. Works under Drew Folk right now, or along with Drew Folk. So that's sick. But yeah, he just finished the new Veil of Maya too, and all that stuff, and he did Silent Planet's new one, and that mix is fucking huge. Did New Amir, which sounds sick.
Yeah, dude. I personally like New Amir. I know it's kind of a split divide, but yeah.
And that shit's dope because Jeff is like, just has good taste, and he's like, yeah, don't put that there. Like,
yeah, no, make this sound good. Put this here. It's fine.
Right. What you need? Yeah.
But yeah, no, dude, it's God, I'm so ready to just see like what new bands come out, because man, 2020 has been like the birth and the destruction,
right?
Of so many
like
bands.
We keep on like going back and forth. I'm like, am I gonna play guitar? Am I gonna play bass? And I want to play bass because I want my bass rig to just be like a Fender Jazz into a 5150. Literally, just the fucking bass head is a 5150, and then I like have like the Mesa like bass cab or like whatever, and I just like want to fucking kick people like at the front like so hard. That's all I want to do in that band. Like, and that's why I don't go past the third fret, so I can. Like,
Oh my god.
yeah. So like, yeah, no, I'm really excited. We just like, we have to get a show together. I think it'd be fucking popping.
Yeah, dude, I definitely want to. I just don't know when it'll be. That's the only problem. Cause like,
Yeah.
even though I know 89th now, it should be good. Hopefully, unless more disaster hits,
Donate,
which would
donate
suck.
to 89th. 89th is a fucking great venue, and Nick Hampson is like just a fucking angel. So do that. Donate some. Everyone just like throw a buck or two
Oh
to
yeah,
89.
no, definitely.
Keep your local venues alive because shit, we wouldn't have a place to express ourselves and be artists and all this stuff. Like being an artist during COVID sucks ass, but like
yeah.
being a venue during COVID sucks. Like
Unless you make TikTok pop music, then you can blow up.
that is true. That is true.
That actually, my wife went to school with a girl who actually, she's been around since before like TikTok got super big here, but I guess she recently used it.
Oh,
Her name is Mothika. Yep.
Yeah. No, I was like, oh, you're talking about Mothika. Yeah, it's actually really funny. I did sound for Mothika's like first live show.
Hell yeah.
And like, yeah, and like, no, we hung out in Brooklyn like all the time. Her band used to like Mothika, the band used to rehearse at the studio and stuff like that. So like, so proud of everything that she's done. Like, she's fucking killing it.
Yeah, dude,
and like, she just ruled. Like, she moved out to LA and is just like fucking vibing and killing it. And I'm just like, amen, Mothika.
It was really crazy because Alyssa showed her to me, and like, it wasn't one of those things where it's like not necessarily like. It was kind of like I like it because you like him and you're friends with him. It was like I actually genuinely.
No, Mothika fucks. Like, Out of It
dude.
is still one of my favorite songs ever written, ever.
It's like a weird mix to me of like Melanie Martinez meets like Billie Eilish instrumental work.
Dude, if you go back and listen to her first EP, it's all completely self-produced. She recorded it all herself. There's no VST plugins on it because she didn't know what they do. And like, or like, no, straight up. And like, dude, it fucks. The songwriting is insane. It's like super minimal and it's perfect.
Oh yeah.
And like, dude, she's come so fucking far. Like, she is definitely someone I aspire to like work, like not work with, but like definitely someone who I want to be like revered by, like, or something like that. I would be like, hell yeah, like Mothika fucks with me, that's tight, even though like we're homies and shit like that,
Yeah,
but
no, for sure. Yeah, dude, I just thought it was funny that the K-pop stans were so angry because she got like #2 on the like charts for.
She blew it the fuck up. Yeah,
she got past. I don't think she got past Blackpink, but I know she got past
BTS or yeah.
And they were like, who is this?
Don't come after Mothika.
Oh my god, dude.
Mackenzie rules.
Dude, Oklahoma's just popping out good music. Like,
yeah, dude.
Straight up.
Oh, like we always have been, but it's the ones that leave. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta leave Oklahoma for like, first off, for anyone to care, and second, like, it's pretty wild. It's a very hard state to leave. I have my qualms with Oklahoma music from the past, but like everything has grown up, and then people have gotten way better and stuff like that, and like. I always used to say that Tulsa was like the one city that was like where everyone will literally try to stab each other just to get an inch ahead. And it was like, but we could all just like run together and like make it sick like other big cities do and shit like that. And now everyone's realized it was like, damn. So like there really is no like fucking winner of the race. Like, no. So like everyone's got to work together. And like, that's what's really happening in like the Tulsa hip hop scene right now. And like, I think a lot of cities could learn a lot from it and stuff like that. So that shit's sick. But like, basically, with New Yorkers just destroy venues. Like that's just what they do. Like New York shows are violent. And then it was just like, oh yeah, there'll be another one pops up. But it's like, dude, you destroy a venue in Tulsa. Like you have to drive 2 hours now. Like there's nowhere to play.
I really miss playing that like Tulsa Fest. Like, because it was cool to have that big of a stage. And two, like, man, the fans in Tulsa, or just like the locals in Tulsa, are so much more like just there. Like they're there for like,
OKC
all the bands
thing's
and
so
stuff.
weird. Yeah,
which I love OKC and I love playing 89th and stuff. But it's always kind of like a weird thing. I feel like when it comes to like some bands, because like for example, We didn't play with them. I wish we had, but Filth came with Victims.
Sick.
And
Yeah.
it's the only times I've seen Victim be here, like
Nice.
at
Yeah.
all. And like 20 people came.
Hell yeah.
Granted,
That's lit.
it was on a weekday, but still, I'm like, y'all
Yeah,
for
right?
Whitechapel, and if I remember right, Whitechapel was on a weekday. So
Yeah, exactly. So it's just like, come on.
So,
we can get those numbers up. But yeah, I mean, like, that's the hard thing. But, you know, shows after COVID are going to be lit. And then they're going to go back to being not being lit. They're going to be like, oh, I'm over it.
Yeah, no. Dude,
yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm ready for that. I'm ready for just, I don't care what venue, where at. It could be in somebody's basement. I just want to play.
Right. I just want to smack a motherfucker. I just want
to yell at people.
I don't have health insurance, but I'll still mosh. Like, fuck it. You live once.
I feel so old because, like, my knee
is
dislocated like twice. And so I get so scared to mosh again because I'm like, man, this bitch is going to dislocate and I'm going to be in so much pain. But then, like, one band will come on and be like, just going hard as hell. And you, like, recently, I think it was Spike.
Yeah.
Spite made me just like, they played Despise, and I was like, all right, sorry, knee, we're going in.
Like, I gotta crack the old bones. Gotta get back in there. Yep.
Just gotta
give them exactly.
Nah, dude, it's
lit.
Shit's so much fun. I'm ready to play those again. But I really hope we play more Tulsa. Like, just because I want to explore more of Tulsa.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. Come, dude. You just come through and hang out too. Like, we'll do it. We'll just have like a little deathcore hangout, shit like that. But I guess I kind of have to hop off of here in a second or whatever like that. But I do want to kind of close one thing and stuff like that. So like with one of the Left Hand Path releases that's coming up, I don't know when because like we haven't technically wrote it. Is that like during the Pride was really really hard this last month because not I mean just because like the world is in fucking chaos, right? And like rights are being taken away left and right from literally everyone, and like it's just like Pride wasn't really celebrated and stuff like that, and I identify as non-binary and shit like that, and this I haven't really written lyrics that much for a song, but like I'm writing with Jaden, I'm kind of writing a song that's like, for the first time in my life, I'm writing lyrics about like how I feel about like my gender and shit like that. I'm really excited to bring that too, because like I know a lot of people in heavy music and like trans and like like gender queer people and stuff like that always get the thing. It's like, oh, it has to be like shitty DIY, untuned guitars. You know what I mean? Like punk, and I was like, nah, I want to have like crisp, clean, fucking queer style trans death metal. Suck my dick, like.
I mean, that's kind of the nice thing about metal is you can do whatever you want. I mean,
exactly.
Shit, somebody literally just released like a dog-based meme, like slam grind band.
Joe, did you hear Ooga Ooga?
No.
Dude, you have to go on YouTube and just type in Ooga Ooga. The song is Ooga Ooga by Ooga Ooga. And it's just like, the whole music video is this kid just running through a forest in a caveman outfit, just swinging on things. They're just like, it's just breeze and just like inhales and guttural slam. It's sick.
My God.
I posted in the band chat one day and I was just like, fuck it, I quit. Yeah, so like, man, yeah. But shit, yeah, there's that band that everyone should just go check out on YouTube and just get a laugh out of called Ooga Ooga. It's fucking lit.
But I definitely, agree. You should definitely write how you feel. And I think now is a better time to do that than ever. I mean, for my project that I'm not going to name right now because it's not released yet, I made it about just like, I would say like the whole BLM movement.
Word.
Just like, rights as a whole, like why is this still an issue? Like,
I think that's kind of a thing to talk on too, just real quick before we get out of here. It's like, if you're in a band, just remember like it's really really real, like not saying anyone's doing it, but like it's really fucked up to profit off the struggles of a marginalized group. You know what I mean? Or like kind of direct attention to yourself as opposed to them and stuff like that, because like I've had some bands that have like anti-cop lyrics and stuff like that, and I'm just like, dude, you're white, like it's okay. Like, you can scream a cab all you want and all this stuff, but like it is way harder. And hell, I even wrote a song with Hunter from Culture Killer a while back. We wrote a Culture Killer song. It was like an a cab, and it was called Gavel. And it was super sick, but like you could do it in a super cool way that like really just kind of helps everyone out and stuff like that, because a lot of people do want to write about it, and I always feel like it's kind of like a touchy subject because like it's like something that you don't personally experience and shit like that, but at the same time, like only white people are going to be yelling at other white people about writing anti-cop songs. You know what I mean? They're going to be like, oh, you can't say that, and like all the homies like, hell yeah, you wrote a fucking cop burning song, that's lit. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like but yeah, so like, you know, with the whole like Black Lives Matter movement and shit like that, it's just like how, you know, like if you're gonna, you know, if you release a single and you're making money off it, you got to donate every penny of it. Sorry, that's just the rule. Like, you don't, like, people's misfortunes aren't up for your like profit or like your like content, I guess, you know. But yeah, so you know, I guess, you know, this is pretty much kind of
Are you cutting it off?
Yeah. I gotta get back and edit and stuff like that.
No,
Thank you
good,
so much for having me. This has been a blast.
Yeah,
it's been
dude.
And like, thank you for giving me a place to like talk about like what's going on and shit like that. And you know, check out Zero. I can never fully pronounce it. Zero Palomithia.
Man, I wish that was so close, but it's just not.
What is it?
It's a Xerophthalmia.
Xerophthalmia.
There you go.
Xerophthalmia. Gotcha. Go check out Xerophthalmia's all their content that they're gonna be putting out. The shit's fire. Darian's fucking great. I love all the like multiple vocal styles that you're doing and shit like that. It's very cool.
Thank you.
And I love that you're just out there doing it. But yeah, check out my studio, Meserol Sound. We're out in Brooklyn. We work remotely and all that stuff. And then like Ryan Harvey. So I have like Ryan Harvey Audio. You can keep up with like what I'm doing on like Facebooks and all that shit. And then there's Left Hand Path, and also just because everyone needs to know, you just need to go follow Hunter Young from Culture Killer and Silence, because he's always working on sick shit and just makes the sickest fucking riffs. So he's got this new one out that's like super like fuck cop music, which is awesome, called Dog. And yeah, fucking that's it. Everyone go check out everything. And yeah, Black Lives Matter.
Hell yeah, dude.
Don't ever forget it.
If anybody's wanting to like get educated, find places to donate, I do have. It should still be there. The link to the card that has like
blacklivesmatter.card.io or whatever. Like yeah.
It should still be on my description.
Let's go ahead and if you can just throw that in the link or something like that, or in the comment on the main stream, just so people know or whatever like that. But yeah, so like, you know, let me see here. We have a, you know, like everyone take a minute, you know, to like just go out and look out for each other and everything like that, and be, you know, spread happy, like not happiness, but like be a calming person in this sea of anxiety, shit like that. You know what I mean? Like just do good things.
Yeah, it's not hard.
Everything and the world will be a better place. Yeah,
it's not hard to be a piece of to not be a piece of shit.
Yeah, exactly. You just like don't fuck anyone's boundaries up. Very easy. Like,
oh, yeah,
cool. Well, shit, dude. Seriously, once again, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate this.
Yeah, no, dude, it's been a blast. I definitely was glad I got to have you guys on here, especially because I know I wanted to talk with you about music production stuff anyway.
Seriously, once again,
thank you. Happened that you know, Left Hand Path started. So.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, just also, and if anyone wants to hit me up for music production, I'm always free to chat. I love talking about this shit. It's my life. So let's nerd out about some dumb gear shit or whatever, like whatever you having troubles with and something that just never hesitate to holler. But all right, I'm gonna hop off here. You have a good night.
All right, peace out. Thank you guys for watching.
Yo, thanks everyone for watching. Take care.